What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back, and it is time for the match preview. Leeds United versus Norwich City, midweek game, and it should be a home banker. Spoiler alert, and I'll get into reasons why. Before we get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, of course. Drop your thoughts, comments, lineup preferences, and score predictions below. And listen, big up to all members of the channel. Salute to every single one of you. Thank you for that support. And if you want to become a member of the channel, the link is in the description. So getting straight into it, Danny Farke held his press conference yesterday. I did say on the community page that even though I had watched it yesterday, I wasn't going to do the preview until today. So thank you for your patience. But he did say that there may be a bit of rotation. We've had 3 proper nights sleep. Brendan looked okay, but he did get a hit in that last game against Sheffield Wednesday, as we saw when he came off against his ankle. There'll be a late call on him. I'll go into my lineup preference as to what I would do with that. Solomon is a down, and there was a hamstring complaint after training. So that obviously for me, straight away with Solomon, rest him. We don't need to risk Mano Solomon tomorrow. We don't need to do that. He's on fire. Keep him fit. We know he's got previous injury issues. Don't exasperate the injury by playing him just because he's hot. Keep him out this game. It's a home game against Norwich City, and I'm going to get into those just a little bit. We don't need to risk him for that one. We've got a bigger game against Burnley away that I feel if he's ready for that one, he needs to start in that game 100% for me. He did continue with another tidbit, and it goes to the video I made yesterday about centre-back. So if you haven't seen that one, please go back and watch that, about where I think that this club needs to recruit. But he says he's reluctant to let James Debayo go out on loan just yet. And there's no further talk to refer upon a new contract. Don't know why they keep asking about that. I think it's pretty obvious where this relationship is going, and it's a separation come the summertime, no matter what. But in terms of James Debayo, I don't think this is a case of him just keeping him just in case. I don't think it's that. I think it is the case, and I'm just leaning towards this for me, that we are getting in another centre-back. Once we get in that centre-back, James Debayo can then leave on loan. Because quite frankly, I said it in the video yesterday, so I'm not saying anything new here, but he didn't even use him against Harrogate Town in the FA Cup. And there's been plenty of instances in the league where we've been comfortably ahead. The game is over. He could have been brought on for those charity minutes near the end, just for more experience, get out on the pitch, feel what it's like, and he hasn't used him. So for me, this is a case of getting another centre-back that you do trust, and whether that's Omar Bamadeli or someone else, and let James Debayo go out and get some first-team experience, much like Charlie Crew and Joe Gelhardt. It's crucial for their development. There's no point in him just staying around. And I've already said it's important that we get another centre-back, regardless of what happens with Pascal Strauss-Scan, which we will get information pre the Burnley game. So, looking at Norwich City, by the way, obviously we're comfortably top. Let's stay there. But Norwich City are emergency services. They've got a record of 999, slap bang mid-table. Their best player, Borja Sanz, is suspended for this game. You know, he's currently on that 6-match ban for spitting. And their manager has come out and said that the players that they had against Sheffield United, which in that game, by the way, they didn't register one single shot on target in that whole game. This is going to be the team that they're going to come with. And when you look at the team, people, this is so average. So average. You know, you got Josh Sargent. He may start. He could get a start possibly, but their bench is poor. Poor. Their starting lineup is poor as well, but they do have a few injuries themselves. But obviously, the main one is Borja Sanz being out. They got Angus Gunn in goal, who you guys know I've never rated. I don't rate that goalkeeper one bit, and I feel as long as you get your shot selection correct against Angus Gunn, you're good to get goals, in my opinion. You know, they've just got that championship squad, and I always warn about it. When you don't go up within the first 3 years, it turns into this, just workhorses, a tinge of quality that you can still probably keep. But once they start performing, a la Borja Sanz, who is currently being linked with a La Liga move, by the way, then you're susceptible to just get picked off, because all the parachute money goes and you're left with bare bones and just championshipy players like a Kenny McLean, who I don't want any part of him, which I'm glad that link was never, ever seized upon when we were linked with him before. But Norwich City, in terms of that, 11th in the table, lower than Sheffield Wednesday. I feel that this, I know it's Danny Farke's old club, but this is not the same Norwich City as before. I feel this should be a home banker. Given the lineups information and that we're going to make a few changes. Listen, I know Darlow's not going to play before everyone says it, but I cannot, with good faith and good head, pause, put Melier in the starting lineup for me. So I'm just going to go with Darlow in goal just for my own comfort blanket, one of those. And I've got Bogle at right back. By the way, Jaden Bogle, it needs to be spoken about more. Just the run of games, the run of form that this guy is on. I think it's going undersaid, and I think it's just because we've got other performers like Tanaka, like Solomon, and other people that are just they're doing all the startly work. Their work has a goal or assist on it. But Jaden Bogle has been absolutely brilliant out the right hand side. Absolutely tremendous for me. He keeps his place. Going to keep the Roden Ampadu partnership going, and that's only because, like Daniel Farke said in previous after the Sheffield Wednesday game, I like Ampadu there. Maybe not for the running, but I like him there for now. And even Ampadu will want to come back in midfield at some point. But I keep the two Welsh guys together again, and I've got Junior Firpo coming in, and that's purely because maybe Byram needs to rest, and Junior Firpo just gives us more balance with that left foot. Don't know if Max Verber's knee's going to hold up for this one. Obviously, if Max Verber's fit, then he comes in at centre back for me, and then Firpo stays on the left. I move Ampadu up into midfield next to Tanaka. That's what I would do. But I think Max Verber, we're managing his knee. Don't know what condition he's going to be in, so we'll find out tomorrow. Obviously, the two in midfield, Tanaka and Rothwell. Rothwell, for me, has to have a better game than he did against Sheffield Wednesday. I thought he was pretty poor. I know he put the ball on the plate for Brendan Aronson for the first goal, which led to Manor Solomon. But I thought overall his passing was way off it in this game. He needs to have a good performance, especially with Gruev coming back now, getting up to speed. His place is under threat, in my opinion. And then obviously we've got a bit of rotation. And because of the Aronson news, once again, people, I don't see the point in risking Brendan Aronson for this if he's not fully ready to go. If there's any way that the ankle could the injury could get worse tomorrow by playing him too soon, just keep him off. Keep him on the bench in case of emergency. But why not go with Dan James, Willie Nonto in the 10, and Ramazani off the left? Ramazani comes in for me. He's doing well. We need Solomon's hamstrings to stay intact. Start Ramazani. He's going to play himself into form because that's the kind of talent he is. And he's going to give Danny Farke a real headache when Solomon is 100% fit again. And Ramazani, I think, can do some damage against the Norwich team that I put up on the screen earlier. And with that said, I've got Mateo Joseph up front tomorrow purely because of the immobility of the Norwich backline. I think it's a perfect game for him to try and get back into the goals. And I think he can go up against Duffy and turn him if we do play those balls into him that allow him to play that kind of game. So I think it would be a good game for Joseph to start. But listen, guys, if you have any changes, please put them in the comments below. With that being said, I know it's Norwich City, but I feel that it's going to be a comfortable 2-0 win tomorrow. 2-0 win for Leeds United. Let me know your scores in the comments. Our promotion rivals, I should say, Sunderland away at Derby County, Sheffield United, who have got Ben Bray and Diaz signed in the building. They're away at Swansea. And we also have Burnley away at Plymouth. So we're the only team out of the top four playing at home. So let's make that advantage count, please, Leeds United. So for me, standard, we should win this game. We should do. We shall see. And listen, I'll be here straight after the game live. So if you want to join me after the game, the video is already made. Put a like on it, set the reminder, and join me, and we can chat about the game afterwards. A little bit of news in terms of fixtures in case you need it, in case you haven't seen it. But due to our progression in the FA Cup, our fixture against Coventry has been rearranged for 7:45 on Wednesday, the 5th of February. So make plans accordingly if you've got tickets or travel for the game. And that is it, people. That is the preview. I shall see you straight after the game tomorrow. 3 points only, okay, on this promotion train. Nothing else will do for me. Peace out. See you in the next one.